It's Madden NFL.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 119 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
On first down, Alford, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. A toss left side for Hall.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll early, chip away at their timing.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air, Allen.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Alford. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall
trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Young working out of the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Allen off the play fake, steps away. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran up into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
3rd down and 10.
Now Young. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken at the 46. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Hall want to give up the middle. He'll take this to the 46. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And
now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Young keeps it, moving right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Young will set to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's man. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Looking to throw, Young.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a give, right side. Alford, there he goes, right side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Young. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Young now from the 50. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 3rd down and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. In motion left, Bateman. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
They'll run on 1st down. Alford, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It's Young on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Young. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Young now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42.
To throw, Young.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Jonathan Mingo. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It's Young off play action. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Young to throw it.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, Young.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Hall.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Young working out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Complete to to Jonathan Mingo. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing on first down is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall.
And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he fields it at his own 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Alford. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Underwood. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Allen's throw caught here by Dulcich.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rashad Bateman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now.
35. Panthers 17.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers about ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. He completes it to Stewart. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Young. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. He finds his man complete. That's man. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Young will set to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Young. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On second down, Alford. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alford, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they'll begin by running the option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Young's pass. Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Covered by
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Young. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That throw by Young incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Young. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. They find some open field here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run on 1st down. Alford, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Alford. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So now Young and the Panthers down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Young.
The 25-yard line.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Young to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.